We just finished running test for Ain after pulling for some viewers and also testing, and she is actually looking really good. So let's talk a little bit about Ain, the newly released character. If it's worth pulling, I think it's worth getting one copy, might be even worth ticketing depending on your situation. We'll talk about it in a second, and initial review and build on how to actually get her to work. So multiple things. We did multiple runs here, one on the boss 3-minute union range, one on bosses with ads. I'm using the killer wife because I'm a lazy bastard and I don't want to play. I want to leave the test on auto, and she provides the best cooldown protection. That's it, right? Crown, Naga, and then a full fast reload team. Same here. A Crown, Naga, Scarlet, and Sameranis to compare damage in there. Now, important, this account is not mine. This was a Thigdo. Thank you for letting me test. He got Ain, LB0, 777, 3 overloads, Bond 0, 1 attack line. And it's an Scarlet MLB, all close to perfect, investment on the skills, fully overloaded, only 1 attack line each, and then Bond max out. So Scarlet Bond 40, and it's Bond 30. That's really important because even with the difference in numbers, she is catching up. Look at this. She's not only catching up, but she's doing more damage. So when we go into Crown, Naga, normal team with Sameranis and Ain, you would never use this composition. It's just a test, all right, to check damage. She's doing more damage thanks to the buff from Sameranis. When we compare her with the Scarlet, she is doing pretty similar damage, 288, 281. And it is only like a 10 mil difference as well. So it's pretty close, but she is out DPSing one of the most meta characters since she was released, aka Sameranis, and Scarlet, which has been losing more and more usage, and looks like now she's even losing to Schoolgirl. And then when we go to a fast reload team, Sameranis does take the lead in contrast to the first test, going to 184, 171. So this team is of course a lot more distributed when it comes to the damage. There might be a drill in the background because my neighbor is still doing full renovations on his house. Hopefully it's not too loud. I can't do anything about it. I'm sorry. So this is boss 3-minute union range. And then when it comes to bosses with ads, Scarlet is still stronger. And when it comes to Sameranis, she is catching up and doing more damage. The reason Scarlet is stronger is of course because of her ultimate, clearing all of the ads almost instantly, right? Pretty simple. So when it comes to ads, Scarlet is still better. When it comes to bosses for solo and even with ads, she's a really strong character. So let's talk a little bit about how to build her and what you need to be looking for. I'm not sure if I will ticket her or not. My plan right now is to keep doing singles. I did like 9 multis and I got only 1 of banner. So I'll keep doing singles through the whole banner, and if I get her, good. If not, I will most likely ticket her because she's strong. She's really strong character. We're talking about a newly released unit that's competing with the most meta DPSs on her element. That is crazy, right? So how do you want to build her? It's pretty simple. When we talk about the skills, sadly, this is another unit where you need to invest everywhere. Shift Up is doing this a lot, where they release new characters that you need to invest on a skill 1, skill 2, and burst in order for them to work. It's no longer a Scarlet, where it's a 10 for 10. It's no longer Alice, where it's a 10 for 10. It's no longer Maxwell, but you can only invest in, like, they're not doing any longer some skills you can skip and the character is still performing at a really good level. They are actually distributing the kits, so you need to invest everywhere, and of course sell the packs in the shop. That is the true goal. I don't care what anyone says, that is the goal, which is fine, it is fine. I'm just saying that I don't like this because we do not get enough materials. We'll see if the newly overclock every 2 weeks giving us more materials is worth it or not. So that's it. You want to go 777. I know a lot of people cannot invest in that right now, and it's fine. Over time, you want to get her to 10, 10, 10. She's a really strong unit. You could keep her at 7, 7, 10 if you wish to. I would not even take the burst to 10, honestly. I would keep her for now at 777 because the extra stats you get going from 7 to 10 are not that great. So for reference, you will get a 10% increase in damage from level 7 to level 10, a 60 something to a 70%. And when it comes to here, you will get a little bit more of damage on a skill 2 going from 7 to 10. So it could be going a 7, 10, and then the burst itself, it could stay at level 7, but long term you want to take it to actually 10. So I would go, if you can, 777. If you can have extra materials, I would go 7, 10, 7 for now. When it comes to the cube, of course, Resilience is the best cube as usual. There is a new cube, however, and I need to test it later because I do not have it. I do not know what it does, so we'll see about that. And when it comes to stats on the overload gear, just like any DPS in the game, this game is boring when it comes to building characters, alright? Any DPS, you want elemental damage and attack as superiority. There is no DPS that you do not want those two, right? And then, as usual for your filler lines, you can go crit and max ammo. There is nothing new. You don't need hit rate, this is a sniper. You don't need to be worrying about defense, right? As usual, it's pretty simple to build characters. I'm honestly, I would love if Shift Up gave us ways of multiple characters, multiple or different ways, because it's kind of a staple right now, like stagnating on how to build characters, but it is what it is. So once again, should you be trying to get her? I think it's worth it. I think getting one copy, a character that if you don't have a Scarlet, is going to be pairing on any electric team you have. If you don't have Samiranis, she is catching up to the damage. So there is no reason not to pull for her when it's clearly a strong DPS. We were having doubts if she was going to be the same case as Trony or actually something good, right? Because when Trony came out, she was actually pretty decent. She was like, oh, on paper, this skill set sounds really good. But then the reality came out and, well, she is not that good. But now we're talking about the character that is rivaling most of the meta DPSs for electric, if not all of them, actually, because there is no one else. So I'm going to keep testing before I decide where to put her on the tier list. This might change things a little bit because it's complicated, right? T1 might be unfair. T0.5 might be too much. We'll see. I need to test more before I decide where I want to put her. All that said, though, that's going to be the initial review for Ain. In my opinion, it is worth pulling. You should try to get one copy. Simple to build, even without any type of dupes. As you can see, she is catching up in damage, so that makes it really, really, really good. In terms of investment, it's going to take some time because, again, we are poor on resources after Rosanna and Sakura. So, all that said, I'm going to be making a video, a couple more videos on viewer pools and also on the priority to reset characters since we got 3 skill uninstallers. And I'm going to be making a video also on the new packs in the show because I do not like them. As usual, it is what it is. When it comes to the new skins, some people were complaining about them. I don't care too much. I might grab Naga. I think her idol is really bad because the legs for some reason have a different skin tone as the arms, which is like why it's not matching, whatever. And then she has a good ass while shooting, which is enough reason for me to actually grab the skin. So I'll see if I get it or not. I'm not spending a lot in Nika right now. I'm still good. I have tickets. You know, we can pull for the most meta characters. So all that said, that's gonna be it for this one. As usual, thank you to my patrons for making this content possible. Love you all, bossos. Good luck with your pull the interrates, and see you in the next one.
役立たずは楽園から追放するのみ。ブランとノワールのショータイムです。天地万物を切るとはこういうことだ。